people in Texas, you know, they've kind of had it. Texas is like, I've always said this, you don't mess with Texas, right? They're really upset. And you see the Supreme Court just made a decision that that wire fence they put up in the state of Texas, well, the Supreme Court said Biden can take that down. So now there's this like standoff. And I wouldn't be surprised if this causes Texas to say, you know what, to hell with y'all. We're out of here. Secession, baby. Although gosh knows what's going to happen before we get there. Because you have some 14 states. Actually, the number at this moment may be even higher than that. We've got a lot of states that are joining with Texas saying, this is not right. Texas should have a right to defend itself. Keep in mind, we have a constitution that requires, ladies and gentlemen, requires the federal government to defend at least Texas. They shouldn't be leaving this all on Texas's plate. Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution says that the federal government will protect all of its states, its territories from invasion, quote, invasion. So the question becomes, is this an invasion? If you ask the people of Texas, or frankly, even the people of Denver or parts of Brooklyn right now, they'd say, yeah, it's an invasion because we can't support these people economically, socially, etc. You know, here's a look at this right here. The Constitution, as I mentioned, this is Section 10. This is something else. No state shall enter into any agreement or compact with another state or a foreign power or engage in war unless actually invaded or in imminent danger. So if you're looking at this is what Texas is looking at. You get Governor Greg Abbott, who's saying he's got to invoke Article 1, Section 10, Clause 3, because the feds are not protecting Texas and they're under attack. And so according to this, there may be some wiggle room, right? Like you can actually get together with a bunch of other states and say, we are going to have a pact. We are going to have an agreement together because we're in a kind of warlike state. We're being invaded. This is wild. I mean, it's bonkers. Everybody said, like, are we going to get to this point? It feels like it. It feels exactly like it. I mean, I don't even like having to say these things. And in some ways, it's sort of amazing, these kind of holes and flaws that are being exposed. Because what do you do in a case like this? I mean, this was 5-4. This was a very divided court. Clarence Thomas coming down on the side of Texas, but Amy Coney Barrett, Roberts, they're over there saying, wait a second, no, Biden has every right to control this. And other states are like, no, you don't. No, you don't. So we're setting ourselves up for a massive challenge, a massive, considerable challenge. And I don't think, certainly not in our lifetime, have we seen anything like this. And that's alarming and it's frightening. Maybe it's a good reason to buy gold. I'm laughing because I wanted to give a shout out to our friends at legacypminvestments.com. Seems like an opportune time as we talk about the threat of all of these states joining with Texas and this standoff. Let's call it a legal standoff for now. This is wacky. Let's go back to that map for just a second, because as I said, more and more states now are coming in and saying, okay, we're with Texas. Think about that. We're with Texas. I mean, and you got states that might be tipping over soon. I'm looking at Colorado that hasn't joined the likes of the red there, but we heard from the Denver mayor saying this is nuts. We're spending 10% of our city budget on migrants that are coming here undocumented that we cannot take care of. Something's got to give. Something does have to give. You've got New York City. Eric Adams, who's persona non grata with the Democrat administration right now, he's a Democrat. He's like, we can't handle this. And so you wonder if that map is going to get increasingly red.